In this video, you will learn about AWS RDS, what is RDS and how to use it and manage it. This is a part 3 of DevOps Masterclass YouTube series. If you want to learn DevOps, I recommend you to watch this video series from start to end. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Hey, what's going on internet? This is Vivek from TechWithVP. Your problem, our solution. So let's talk about Amazon RDS. Amazon RDS stands for Amazon Relational Database Service. Amazon RDS is a collection of managed services that makes it easy and simple to set up, operate and scale databases in the cloud. In this video, we will create MySQL database with the help of Amazon RDS. To use Amazon RDS, log into your AWS account and follow me to create our first relational database with the help of AWS RDS. So I have already logged into my AWS account and you can see RDS in my favorite list. So we'll continue with RDS service provided by AWS. So this is how our RDS dashboard look like. So we have a bunch of services here which we are using for our databases. So let's quickly go to database section and you can see list of your database here along with role, which engine you are using, reason and your instance type, and much more informations are here. You can explore. So now we will follow the steps to create our first MySQL database. So let's create our first database by clicking on this create database button. So it will redirect you to this create database page and here you can see couple of options available to create your database. So for first option, choose a database creation method. So we are going to select standard create method as our creation method. So engine options is like your different types of databases. So AWS provide Amazon Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle and MySQL servers. So we are going to select MySQL as our database engine. Next is edition. So it provides MySQL community edition and you can change your version as per your requirement. But for now we are going to select 8.0.28 or you can select latest one. So next is templates. So if you want to use predefined templates, you can select these templates like for production, development and free tier. So for now we are going to use free tier. So for free tier, availability zone is disabled, but if you select dev or production, it will be available. So for now we are continuing with free tier option. Next is our database instance name. So in settings section, you have to provide your instance name. So here I'm going to provide TechWithVP. Next is a credential section. So here you have to provide username and password for your database login. So first I'm going to use root as my password, and second I'm going to use root 123 $$ as my password. So you have to confirm your password also, root 123 $$. So this is my password. So it is matched with some criteria. You don't need to use you can't use slashes and @ here, and you can read this all and provide your strong password as your requirement. Now next section is a instance configuration. So you can select standard classes, memory optimized classes. So this is for development and production databases, but for free tier account, you have to use burst table class, included T classes like T2 micro, T3 micro instances available for this class. So DB T3 micro is already selected, but you can select DB T2 micro, but we will continue with DB T3 micro instance. Next is storage option. So if you select free tier, so general purpose SSD GP2 is already selected. Now next is allocated storage. So here you can specify minimum 2 GB and maximum 6144 GBs, approx 6 TB data. Next is a storage auto scaling option. So you can tick this auto scale button and you can specify the threshold for your auto scale. But for now, we are not enabling this, and we will continue without enabling this feature. Next is a connectivity. Connectivity is for your VPCs. You can say you can select these options like don't connect to an EC2 compute resource, connect to an EC2 compute resource. This is up to you, but for this video we are going to use default options. So do not connect to an EC2 compute resource. This is our default option. Here you can see default VPC. So we are going to select this. We are not creating any VPC for now. So next step is DB subnet group. We are going to use the default option here. Next and most important thing is public access. So in public access setting, click yes, so we can use this database publicly, or leave rest all the settings default. So let's click on yes. So without clicking this, your database will not be available for public access. So next is a VPC security group or your firewall. Here we are not going to create new, we will choose existing. So existing VPC security group default we have selected here, and available zone where we are not selecting this. This is depends on your requirement. You can select available zones from these options. RDS proxy, we are not providing any proxy for now. Next is a additional configuration like for your database port. MySQL uses 3306 as a default port. We will go with the default option. Next is a database authentication. So this is how we will connect with our database. So we have bunch of options available, but we are going to select password authentication. Next is a monitoring. For this we are not enabling monitoring. Additional configuration like your initial database, your database parameter, backup option, encryption. We are not going to deep in this, but we are not enabling automatic backup. We are not enabling encryption for this video, and we will continue with basic options. We are not enabling minor version upgrade and all. So next is estimated cost, monthly cost. So before clicking on create database, we should always verify estimated monthly cost for our database. So it is showing that 750 hours of AWS RDS in a single AZ DB T2 micro instance or T3 micro instance. So we will go with the free one. It provides us 20 GB of GPS storage SSD, 20 GB of automated backup storage, and any user initiated DB snapshots. So let's create our first database. Click on this create database. It will create database for you. So our database is created, but it is in like backend process. It is creating its status is not available, but once it is available you can use this database. So we can wait for this, and after we will continue with other steps. So after some time our new database instance status is changed to available from creating, but we are still not done for our database to use. The next step here is to allow connections for public network to allow and connect to the instance. So how we will do it? Click on the newly created database, which is TechWithVP. Go to connectivity and security tab, and here you have to go to security, VPC security group. So select this group and you have to edit your inbound rule. So click on this edit inbound rules. So click on the add rule button, select custom TCP from type. TCP protocol is already selected. Here you have to specify 3306, which is our MySQL port, and select anywhere IPv4, and you can provide description, which is optional. So this will allow all traffic from outside the AWS environment to connect your MySQL RDS instance. If you want to allow any specific IP, you can type that IP address is and add entries of that IP addresses which you want to allow or whitelist. So how you will do it? I'm deleting this add rule custom TCP here 3306 and from custom here you have to provide your IP addresses. Like IP addresses like this is just an example IP address. So this is my IP address. Like you are my friend and I am whitelisting you for this database. So this is how you can add this, but we are doing this for everyone just for now. But keep in mind this IP you are adding allowing should be static IPs. You can create different security groups for your team as well. So assume that if you have a person 1, person 2 and person 3 in team A, so you can create a security group A for this team. So every time you don't need to add this rule for them, you just need to select that security group for your database instance. And same is like if you have person 4, 5, 6, you can create security group B. So every time you want to assign the DB instance for that team, you can select security group B. So this is how you can whitelist any specific IP and allow them to connect to your database. Now I will show you how you can use this database instance to your project. So we'll go to our RDS. So to use this database, you have to click on your database name and you can copy this endpoint. So this is my database endpoint which I have to specify as a host where I want to use it. So I'm opening my workbench and I'm creating new connection here, which is TechWithVP. Here host name I have to provide this endpoint. My port is 3306. Username is root, and here you have to specify your password. For me, it's root 123 $. Click OK and test connection. So it says successfully made the MySQL connection, and click on OK, and you have successfully established connection with your newly created database instance. So this is how you can create a MySQL MySQL database on RDS. So in the next video, we will see how you can create and manage your Amazon S3 bucket. So see you in the next video. Till if you have any questions, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, which is only and only for you. If you like this video, you can share this. If you like the content, you can share with your friends and colleagues. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Thank you.